Hello Pisces, welcome to Monarch Intuition, and today I'm going to be doing your September 2022 monthly check-in reading. So if you're new to my channel, what I like to do is I like to pull one major arcana to see the energy and then clarify with a different deck. So what do we need to know for the sign of Pisces? What major arcana needs to come out for you? Let me give it one more good shuffle. We have the Tower. All right, so blinding illumination right here. Something you believe to be true is actually false. Something that you believe to have a solid foundation does not have a solid foundation. The sun is striking the tower down with a bolt of lightning, and the sun kind of represents God, right? This tower falls down and you can see things clearly. You couldn't see things clearly inside of the tower, but because you were outside of the tower when it collapses, you can see what was actually inside of it. You can see who was inside of it. So with this tower energy, it's kind of like a grand epiphany, a grand revelation, all right? The tower is not really something to be scared about. It is more so about having a revelation that is so inspiring, that is so, could be a violent revelation as well. It could be something that just shakes you to your core, okay? A lot of people get really scared when they see the tower. They think of like horrible destruction. Tarot doesn't always have to be literal, okay? Even the Tower card does not have to be a literal thing. It can just represent, you read something and it shakes you to your core, right? So what do we need to know about this Tower energy? Now, you might see something on the news about destruction and it shakes you to your core, or you see something very clearly. So I'm going to pull 3 cards from this Revelation Tarot. This deck does have reversals in it. So what's going on for the sign of Pisces? What do we need to know? Give it one last shuffle. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the Death card. We have the 6 of Cups. Wow. So you are feeling mentally chained to a situation right here. All right? You feel like you can't go any further. This death, it's because something has ended within your life and you don't know what to do now. The 6 of Cups is that there is something emotionally going to be given to you, all right? And that could be the revelation with this Tower energy. Something is falling apart. Something fell apart within your life, and you're like, I don't know what to do. I have no idea where to go. I have no idea how to even function without this one thing that I've been working on. That's kind of what this is. The Death card is like, the Tower's done, and the 6 of Cups is saying, well, try to be happy about it. And you're like, well, how can I be happy about it? Someone is giving you this cup right here, right? Trying to not say ignorance is bliss, but trying to make your day happy, trying to make you feel better in a situation. What is this 8 of Swords energy? What do we need to know? You're trapped in something. You're trapped within your mind right here. You have the 7 of Cups. You have the 4 of Swords. A dream within your sleep state, all right? You might be daydreaming a lot right here. You might be escaping into your mind. You might even be thinking, gosh, I just wish it would all be over. You're saying, I'd rather be in my imagination right here. Death, Page of Cups, 4 of Cups. Someone is trying to make you happy with this 6 of Cups right here. They're trying to give you this cup, but it feels like it's coming from a page. A page is kind of like someone who isn't that important within your life. They are important. They are important court cards. They are blessed by the aces, but at the same time, you don't really want a cup from a page. You would rather have a cup from like the Emperor. You'd rather have a cup from, Temperance. So I kind of feel like this is a person coming into your life trying to give you something right here. Trying to just make you happy for the day. King of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. But here's the thing, though. The King of Swords is here, and he speaks the truth. He is a judge. He is the law, right? He's giving you this emotional 10 of Pentacles. Why? Because of this 5 of Pentacles energy. Because you've been through a tower moment within your life. Someone is trying to give you an emotional 10 of Pentacles. Someone is trying to also balance out a situation for you. Someone is trying to balance out this death energy. Someone wants to try to wake you up from your sleep like, You don't know what to do. You're kind of traumatized to a situation. You're kind of stuck going around in circles. And people know that. The star energy, Aquarian energy, the Queen of Swords, the Hanged Man. The star energy represents see things from a higher perspective. The Hanged Man represents see things from a higher perspective. The star is also kind of connected to your astrological chart, okay? Pulling from the mental well-being to water the earth right here. What I'm seeing is your knowledge can water the earth, because that's what Aquarius represents. Being able to delve deeply into their psychological state, not their emotions, but into the fantasy realm. And not really the fantasy realm of Pisces where everything has to be, like ignorance is bliss, but like the logical realm where everything can possibly exist, and saying, I want to make this concept real. And then speaking it into existence with this Hanged Man energy. You see things from a higher perspective. When the Hanged Man is upside down, he can see the stars, right? You have to surrender to the divine right here in order to see the stars. The Three of Cups, the Five of Swords, the Ten of Cups. The Three of Cups and Five of Swords with the Ten of Cups is a very strange card combination, because the Three of Cups represents people who are like minds. The Five of Swords represents backstabbing and betrayal energy and trying to win at all costs. And the Ten of Cups represents a happy conclusion. Maybe you are forcing people away from you because that makes you happy. That's what I kind of feel like that Page of Cups energy is. So I kind of feel like there are people in your life trying to give you these cups, and you're just like, it's not working. I don't really want to be around these people. But I kind of feel like you would take a cup from the King of Swords. Like if someone of high authority came in and gave you a cup that was like really strong, you would take that. You're pushing other people back though, when they just want you to be happy with this Ten of Cups. They're trying to raise this cup up with you, but you push them back as well. And that's what's causing this Ten of Cups, is that it makes you happy to push people away now. Staying within your mind makes you happy because you suffered this upset, because you've had this mental death. The Knight of Cups, your energy, the King of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. You can't see that this person is actually coming towards you. They're coming very slowly, though, with this Piscean energy. I kind of feel like, also, in a way, if you were to talk to this King of Pentacles, if you were to ask to have your emotional cup filled up, they would do that for you, but you can't see that. Why is the Two of Swords here? Temperance. Working behind the scenes, though. So here's the thing. I kind of feel like you're blocked off to a situation. Maybe this King of Pentacles is going towards you. Maybe you will eventually move towards this King of Pentacles. You're blindfolded to a situation so that way Temperance can alchemize behind you. Okay, remember, it's important to understand that you can't see the angel doing its work. In fact, it's important that you don't see that happen. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Magician, the Seven of Pentacles. Your work is very, very good, okay? You might be doing something in like a magical realm. You might be doing something in a scientific realm, but you're seeing something flourish right here. You're seeing something grow. You're growing it into maturity right here. You're growing something new. Five of Cups, Four of Wands, the Page of Wands. You don't want to celebrate with people. It's kind of like you don't want to celebrate with pages, because you've had such an upset within your life that you were really hoping to work out that nowadays people who are just normal everyday people, they don't fit the bill. It's kind of like, for example, say you were like a really hotshot attorney in like New York, right? And then you got fired from your job and just nothing worked out for you, right? Then you're going back home and you're around people who are like carpenters and farmers and whatever, and you're just like, oh well. But it's also kind of representation of finding happiness within that. People are trying to make you happy. People are like, hey, would you like to go to like the cookout, or would you like to go to, a barn raising or whatever? And you're just like, no, get away from me. I don't want to do that with you. That sounds stupid. I want my job back. I want that old life I had back. I want that excitement that I had. But here's the thing, it's gone. But what is coming for you, what is being handed to you, is this King of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, to get you out of this Five of Pentacles, to get you out of this rut. Two of Cups. That's the connection. It's a small connection, though. So there is someone who's trying to connect with you, but they're coming off as a page. But if they were to reveal their true self as the King of Swords, you'd be like, oh, I want that. But you don't want it right now because you're just like, that's wasting my time as a page energy. It's important to understand that the Temperance alchemizes with the Two of Cups, right? The Two Cups and the Five of Cups and the Two of Cups. The Queen of Wands, the Moon. Don't be poisoned by magic right here, okay? Understand that. All right, Pisces? Don't go crazy with the magic. Don't turn yourself to the moonlight and say, I'm going to study black magic. I'm going to go into the occult. I'm going to do all of these things right here. That's something that you should not do. You should try to recover from this situation. Don't go and try to destroy anyone else's life. Don't like cast spells, whatever, right? Sorry, I had a 10% and it kind of threw me off. I kind of feel like you want to move into this moonlight energy. The Queen of Wands. You do have this mystery about you, though. I kind of feel like you want someone to reveal the mystery about themselves, and you're not going to reveal the mystery about yourself, though. Maybe you're both being very mysterious as to who you actually are. Nine of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles. Someone is going to rush in very quickly with some information. It's about work. It could be a new job, could be, a workplace scenario that you were in. You could be talking to a boss and you might not even know it. They could be doing like sales associate work or whatever. I kind of feel like there are people who want to work with you, who are trying to get you involved, but you don't want that unless they are coming off as someone of grand authority. But they don't want to reveal themselves, and you don't want to reveal yourself to them. You don't want to say, hey, this is who I am. But ultimately, you want them to say, I am the King of Swords. I'm not just this page. Sunlight, illumination, and the Nine of Cups. I feel like you're going to get your wish right here, though. You are going to receive your wish. I feel like someone is going to reveal themselves to you, and it is emotional happiness. It is financial stability right here. Someone is like paying attention to you within your life. But they don't want... I kind of feel like what's going on right here is someone wants to know, are you a real person? Okay? For example, think of it like this. If a multi-millionaire went into town and everyone saw this person driving like a Rolls Royce and, with a Rolex on their wrist, dressed up, and living at the best hotel, everyone would be throwing themselves at them, right? But, on the other hand, if they were to just dress like a normal page and to act normally, no one would pay attention to them. People would be like, living in their sadness. Now, here's the thing. I feel like this person knows a secret about you. They see you as this Queen of Wands who dances in the moonlight, all right? However, they want you to reveal your true intentions. But I feel like your true intentions are just that you're sad. And I feel like maybe this person thinks you're playing up your sadness. Maybe you're acting... This person could be thinking you're playing hard to get right here. And that you're trying to act too haughty for them. But in reality, what's going on is that you just don't care anymore. You're lost in your own thoughts. You're not paying attention to them. You're not paying attention to these people over here. You're not paying attention to anything. You are literally emotionally stuck. And maybe this person will figure it out. I feel like they will. Yeah, the full energy, they're going to have a new beginning. They're going to see things from a different point of view. All right, they're going to try a new approach. And when they open up the dialogue, I see, they're going to realize that this is the true beginning right here. Okay, now you could be the person who is this King of Swords trying to get this person to talk to you, or vice versa. But I do see the Nine of Cups coming out with the Sun, which is a magnificent wish. You have the Ten of Cups coming out. You have the Ten of Pentacles. You have the Fool, a brand new beginning. Someone is going to come in with information regarding work, regarding who you are as a human being. What do you do? They want to talk to you. But I feel like you're going to kind of brush it off until they may say, hey, I do this. And then you'll be like, oh, okay, well, my life kind of sucks right now. I used to be this hotshot attorney, blah, blah, blah. Like, not me, but, I'm just using it as an analogy, right? And then they're going to say, oh, okay, you're just going through stuff. All right, get it. And then because of that, because you're real, because you're honest with them, that changes the situation a lot. You have the Hermit. You have the Queen of Cups. You have the Eight of Cups. They're understanding why you would walk away from emotional stability, because it kind of feels like, to them, they feel like they're giving you a really big cup, right? But to you, it's just like you don't want a cup. You're not wanting emotional stability right now. You're focused on all this stuff that's happened, this destruction, this whatever, this Eight of Swords. You're playing scenarios over and over and over in your head. You're focused on that death energy. You're just like going through it, right? And this person's coming in thinking that they're actually handing you a good cup. Maybe think of like that millionaire analogy again. Maybe they're saying, hey, I'll take you to like, this really nice restaurant. And you're like, no, I'm good. And they're like, oh, well, I tried. But because you're real with them, because now they understand, I feel like your emotions are important here, Pisces. Come off as like stern with your emotions. Say, hey, it's not the best. That's it. All right? Be real. Let them know how you feel, or let this situation know how you feel. Let people know. I feel like that's important to understand, is revealing the situation as to why you are emotionally walking away from things. The Ace of Wands, and that's when it opens up your Ace of Wands right here. Okay? That's when you get a brand new opportunity within your life. That's when things start to change, is when you're real. The Seven of Swords. Because I kind of feel like people right now kind of feel like you're trying to get away with something. Maybe have like some sort of air of mystery about you. Because that moonlight energy, they see you as being beautiful. They see you as, having all this stuff going on within your life. They feel like you are into this like dark, mysterious magic, and that maybe you're trying to play tricks and play games with them. And maybe they view you as like a femme fatale energy, because that's kind of what the Queen of Wands is underneath the moon. In reality, maybe you were at one point, but you're not anymore. You're just living your life. You're just doing things. Just trying to figure it out. Knight of Pentacles. That's when the Pentacles start to come in. That's when the ideas start to come in. That's when things change. Okay? And, as a man, this could be the same energy, too. Maybe they view you as, like, being this bad guy and, like, this macho, tall, dark, and handsome kind of thing. And you're just like, I just went through a divorce. I don't really care. And that's kind of like the situation right there. Like, maybe people think that you're playing with their emotions. Maybe you're just acting like a normal person. You're trying to function every day within society, You're not really paying attention to how your attitude is affecting other people, but you're just kind of living life. You have Skull of Stars, Infinite Possibilities. That's the Fool energy. Jack-o'-lantern. You're protected right here. Understand that. You are protected. This situation is protected. How it's going to play out is protected, all right? When you finally feel okay and comfortable to start talking to people again, the real ones will be there for you. And I feel like this person is still going to be there for you. They're waiting to see who you are. I honestly think that this person is spying so that way they can get a full picture and a full spectrum of what's going on within your life before they reach out to you, all right? And they're kind of pushing other people away too because they're looking at you. They're wanting to give you this cup. But here's the thing. You're trying to figure out your own life. All right? Nymph, promiscuity, dwarf, resourceful. Here's the thing. They might even think that you're a promiscuous person. In reality, like, here's the thing. A lot of people think I'm a promiscuous person. Oh my God, you wouldn't believe it. And I have had, oh, my light fell out. I've had a lot of people spread rumors about me. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Tell me more, because now I'm interested about my life, because that's not true at all. That's what this is. Promiscuity with the nymph energy is actually you walking away from promiscuity. All right? Understanding that within your life. And I had a situation. So let me explain this. A long time ago, when I lived in the barracks, we weren't supposed to have people inside of our rooms with us, right? Except our roommates. Well, one person was inviting someone over into their room and they saw it on camera. They automatically assumed it was me inviting people over. I got chewed out. I was like, what's going on? They're like, you know what's going on. I'm like, really don't. And they looked back on the camera and they saw it was like 2 doors down, but the way it looked, it did kind of look like it was going into my room, but it wasn't me. But it's funny because they saw me just living my everyday life, you know, just doing whatever, dressing how I would do, whatever. And they just automatically assumed it was me. So that's kind of what I'm seeing right here. With this dwarf's resourceful energy, just be a very resourceful person. I feel like you are very resourceful, Pisces, with your life, right? With this ground down energy, focus on the earth. Focus on just staying busy, doing you. Whenever you're ready, things will change. Focus on earth magic as well. Earth magic, oh, sea stars. Earth magic is very important to help you move forward, especially when you want to focus on money and career, okay? Sea star. Sea stars can regenerate. That's what's important to understand about them, is that they're kind of like starfish. So, well, sea stars are starfish, but I'm like talking about like, I guess, sand dollars too. So when I see the sea star energy, it's all about regeneration. It's all about growing things back. It's all about trying to build the status that you had once again, okay? So let's look at your spellcasting oracle cards. I'm trying to hurry because I just saw my camera went down to 10%. So we have animals. We have reconciliation. You're going to be reconciling with the situation within your life. You might be reconciling with this King of Swords energy. Animals energy, what I'm seeing for you is that pay attention to the animals who are around you, all right? Pay attention to what's going on within your life. If you see a bird, that's an omen. If you see like a snake, that's also an omen. Usually snakes are symbols of healing. If you see blackbirds, that could be a representation of prophecies. So pay attention to, especially if you see like an eerie animal or an animal that you feel physically connected to. A lot of people try to gatekeep things within the spiritual community. They'll be like, oh, you're not of this culture, so you can't say spirit guide. You can't say this. You can't say that. Here's the thing. Be fucking real with you. Don't listen to those people because every culture has had the concept of what we call a spirit guide. It's easy just to say spirit guide. It's easy to say karma. I could easily say a demon or a familiar because that would be what they would be called in my culture. Or I could say the laws of equivalent exchange. I could say that in my culture too. But here's the thing. It's easier to just talk to people on a, you know, not a superficial level, but on just like a quick human interaction. That's karma. It's a spirit animal. So when I see spirit animals here, understand that for yourself. If you feel something connection, if you feel connected to something, pay attention to that. Try to work with that animal, all right? Oh, wrong deck. Hold on. Like a lot of people try to gatekeep shit in the spiritual community to make other people feel bad, but it's like, ultimately, if you have a lot of knowledge, you understand that certain things just transcend throughout cultures. For example, before they were called demons, they were called witches, familiars. It's the same fucking concept, all right? So I just hate when people try to do that kind of stuff. It like tries to tear other people down. Why? Because you want to feel better about something, because making people miserable is like your hobby. Like, go fuck yourself. Anyway, enough about that. You have Perthos, secret, chance, gambling, secrets, windfall, synchronicity, and birth. Spiritual meaning, the fate, the feminine, and uncertainty. It's a secret. What's happened to you is a secret, and it's no one else's business. But maybe if you do talk about it, it changes things. That's the synchronicity right there. You have algas, protection, courage, help from others, and good decision making. You're protected both times, all right? When you're ready, you can move forward. With this resourceful energy, I feel like you have a lot of skills, a lot of talents. You know, maybe that's why people were drawn to you in the first place, Pisces. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reading. It's very kind of convoluted, but at the same time, you do have someone who is of a very high status who wants to reach out to you. They view you as someone who's kind of like in this dark mystery state, but once you kind of like come to the conclusion, they're going to reveal themselves to you. They're going to say, hey, I'm so and so. And you'll be like, hey, I am this person. I went through all of this. The end. And they'll be like, oh, okay. And then you'll get to know things. It's kind of like that promiscuity energy. Like when you finally just understand the person, when you finally talk to the person, you're going to understand that they're completely different from what you think, your perception about the situation. Okay? So anyway, Pisces, hope you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you later.